Oh, guys, before I actually go to sleep, I actually noticed that the house music changed. I thought I'd turn that off real quick before we ended this day. Because when this day ends, the Rune Factory music, the Frontier music, goes away. But anyway, hello everybody. Oh, whoa, it's raining. Welcome back to Rune Factory Tides of Destiny. It's 500 is silent, and in the last episode, we pulled off a few. We finished off a few quests and went to the island and beat up the pirate goblins that were protecting nothing, actually. But we ended up also getting a sea chart and being told where an island is for requests by Merowyn. So we're going to go and explore that today. So, before we do anything else, the fun part about this game is that you're not really stuck to a routine like you would expect from a Rune Factory game. At least not at first. So actually, before we do much else, I want to show off this. We caught a few monsters, and for those of you who don't know, the monsters stay in here. And, oh, the flower is like hidden in the grass. I actually want to see what these ones can do. You can tame your monsters and live in barns. You have 10 monsters here. Each island where monsters can work, or up to 5 monsters. Use the monster book if you want to move islands from monster barn to an island or vice versa. They will move as soon as you exit the book. You also take your monsters to fight with you. Swing the rear remote to call monsters closer to you. You can't take monsters with you on Fennec's Island, however. Okay. So none of these guys have been fed, so they're not going to do anything. So I don't actually... As you can see, some of these monsters have a few different crops associated with them, and I'll explain that as we go on. But for right now, there's really nothing we can do with these guys. These are all we have access to right now, and they won't die or anything without any food. They won't be friendly with you. So before we go on, let us. Actually, I'll show it off a little bit. Okay, we're stuck. We're stuck! Okay. We can actually move Ymir by standing on his... Yes, right here. By using the sprout on his head, or the platform on his chest. And from here, we can actually move him. That's pretty sweet. Explore the ocean. Use the Ymir across the ocean and move the control stick to run and press and hold A button to release it. Alright, control pad. Oh. Press down. Okay, so that. Use the control pad to switch to overhead view. Press it again to return C normal view. Press up the control pad to turn to top of Ymir. Use the control stick to move the cursor, and then press A button to set a waypoint. Finally, press A button over your last waypoint, and Ymir will start moving. To travel to the destination marked on the sea chart, first open the sea chart, move the cursor to where you want to go, and then press the A button. You will return to the overhead view with the cursor right over the spot where you selected on the sea chart, then set a waypoint there. Fennec Island. So actually, hold on. Let's go back. You can actually go from like manual mode, like this, where you just move around wherever you want, to let's see, where's our map? To you go switch from overhead to manual mode, like so you can actually do like basically the difference between fast travel and can I get onto here? Let's go. Okay, so we're going to change to view now. Hold on. When controlling... Okay, ripples. I didn't mean to do that, but it's a great way to explain things. While controlling Ymir, press the A button and the B button at the same time to make it hit the surface of the ocean. The ripples will like this create a reactor that hits something like an island. Go to the reaction was push the B button to raise the land. It's actually kind of scary in a way. Raising islands. The Ymir can raise islands from beneath the sea. Press the B button where there's a sunken island, and Ymir will lift it up for you.
Maybe we'll find something.
It's a rock!
All right! There!
Let's go ashore. We've run our second island. Oh, it's like a dead zone. This island. There's something really sad about it. Yeah, it's like the whole island has been turned to stone. Huh? Did this little guy follow us? Maybe it's lost. It's a spirit. A spirit? Yeah, it holds the energy of the earth inside of it. They appear in places where the land is brimming with life. And for those of you who are worried for Root Factory Frontier, these are not Runies. Well, I get it. That's why this island is like this. There's no spirits on it. Yeah, I guess the spirit was looking for a new home. Hey, Aiden, if we bring more spirits to the island, maybe we can bring it back to life. I think you're right. Let's find some spirits and bring them to this island. Now, on many islands, you'll find spirits usually gather in your tree branches, also stumps. You take spirits that will go into your backpack, release them on stone islands, and turn them back to normal. Once an island's returned to normal, you can grow crops there. So these are our fields, essentially, these stone islands. So let's see what we got. We don't have a whole lot right now, but we have some. So we'll just release everything we have. And there's no problem of what you release out, so...
Let's go!
I don't know how many it actually takes to awaken the island, though, so... I don't think... Oh! I forgot, you don't... The cultivation spirit magic. You can make plants sprout on certain places on these islands, and these are called plantings points. Spirit magic lets you create sprouts. To use spirit magic, equip the spirit wand, and find a planting spot. Stand close to the planting spot, and you'll see a glowing yellow ring appear around it. Then you use spirit magic to make the sprout here. So yeah, so those are achievements. There's actually no, if you didn't realize that, maybe not yet, there's no seeds in this game. You use your spirit magic to plant the seeds. I'm trying to find where the spots are, because normally I can see them. Look, a sprout! Now what do we do, Aiden? This is as much as I can do. Spirit magic can make a seed sprout, but I can't tend the plant as it grows. So we'll just stay a sprout forever? No, there are certain monsters that can tend the plants. We need to get those monsters to tend the plants for us. We can give jobs to monsters to team with the brush, right? That's right. Using the monster list in the monster board, we can send our team monsters to work on this island. Monsters specialize in different kinds of work. Each monster can only do one job it specializes in. And some monsters don't do any work, but they provide products like wool and eggs. If we have monsters harvest crops, they'll be placed in storage on the island where they're picked up, and then we can go pick them up. We have to have monster cookies to give the monsters in exchange for the jobs they do. We buy monster cookies at the general store? It's a lot like the earthmate work I used to do back on Arfinith Island. That's right, good thing you already know your way around the farm. You can use the spirit magic to make sprouts, but they won't grow in the crops on their own. You'll need monsters to care for the sprouts and help them grow up in the crops. Helping plants grow isn't all monsters do. Different monsters do different jobs. Check the monster book right there, blah blah blah. As you can read it. Wish I could actually see. I can't actually see where this. I'm supposed to be able to Why can't I see where they are? 'Cause I can't see where the... Normally the spots highlight where you can plant, but I can't see anything. See, I can't see anything. What can I do for that? Can I change that? How do you do that? So yeah, you have an unlimited amount of seeds. You see, I can't see where the crops are, so I can't. I have to like guess. I should be able to see them though. Hold on, let's see if I leave and come back if it'll change anything. And the weird thing is, basically you have waypoints to the islands that you find. The first one there is Spring Island, so it's for springy crops. Now, for the heck of it, I'm going to move our spring monsters over there. They won't do any work without any cookies, though. Ah, here we go. I can see it now. It was just glitching out. We're not going to go too overboard because I can't actually have the monsters do anything yet. And as you give the island more spirits, you'll be able to have more planting spots and grow things faster. It's like the benefits of Rune's, but none of the negatives, which is awesome. Ooh, there's a threefer. Come on. Nice. This game is just so weird to me now. But see, that's the thing. There is farming in this game in a way for crops. But you don't do any of it, really. You use the magic to plant the sprouts, and then that's it. The monsters take care of everything for you. You don't have to do anything if you don't. And it can be a pro for those who just want to play the game, but a con for those who want to actually do the farming that the Harvest Moon series is known for. So that's the pros and cons of the game, of the planning system. And for those of you who want to just focus on the story and the fighting and all that, this is great because this is the backseat way for you to be able just to, make your profit. So there we go. And I'll get them some cookies so we can start getting them to do work. But anyway, first off, I feel like there was something else around here that we couldn't see that the island got in the way of. But let me have a look. I should be able to see it on the overhead view if there actually is something else here.
Ready.
Doesn't actually look like it though. I don't think there is though.
Ready. It's the day.
So for right now, we're just going to go back ashore here, because then we can just warp back to the other island. So let's show off the fire rod and get some stuff to sell. Okay, so the fire rod in this game works pretty awesome. It's your only projectile weapon, and it works ages better than it did in, say, in Rune Factory Frontier, for those who know about that game. It's pretty cool. It's awesome because the attacks, they home in on the enemy. I like how it actually kind of shaves the woolies as well. It's a little heavy on the rune point consumption, but it makes up for it in a lot of magic power. But it's your only use of projectile weapons in this game, so you will have to get used to it. But it's so powerful. I'm gonna quickly gather the pots on the island, because I can get some items that way. I'm not gonna worry about battling the guys. I just wanted to show off the fire rod a little quick. As you see, as an early starting weapon, the fire rod's a little bit dangerous to use. Because, 1 second.